Hello everyone, True Zero Emissions here. So I picked up my new gloves. These are from E-Rides. Now the reason I purchased new gloves, first of all, these came the highest recommended. There's a lot of gloves that are I don't know if they're equally, but they're really, really good. And the E-Rides gloves are supposed to be like next level. Just super, super quality. Now, if you can see here, what's happening is the glove I wear now, or I was wearing, it's a glove which is called no cry. They don't cut. You can't cut them with a knife, which means they won't cut if I fall, right? That's my thoughts. They go inside these E-wheels. I think these are from E-wheels, if I recall correctly. Now, these are good, but what these gloves do is these gloves combine what I had before with two different, a glove and a wrist guard, two separate things. Let's put this away real quick. Okay, I'm going to put these away. So I didn't know that we have an option of picking up our UPS packages. They can hold them under your name, right? And they charge a $5 fee for that. But if you're not going to be home when they deliver, and you want to make sure you get your package in person, like you actually want to be there, to me, this is one way to do it. And we were trying to think of a way that I could make sure I get my package for 100% for sure. So here's the gloves. And I'll just tell you that I used to always get a size small in gloves, but with these I measured my hand and it actually said I'm a size large. It said I'm a large size. So I thought, well, if my hand actually is large and it's not going to fit loose, if it's going to fit proper, then I'll get the right size. So these are probably the first gloves that I've ever worn that are the correct size. And as you can see, they're not, I wouldn't say they're uncomfortably tight, but they're snug. And they're large, which means the right size is large for me. That's what that tells me. Oh, these are extreme quality. Extreme quality. Now I'm going to see if I can put I don't know if I can put my alarm. Well, this is a different size. These are larger. Okay, I'm going to adjust this outside. Okay. Thank you very much. Look, see ya.
There you go.
Protection.
Yeah, there you go. I'll fit.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Highly recommend UPS. Extremely polite. So I'll have to adjust my I put the other gloves in my backpack, my old gloves. I have to adjust this this glove is bigger, a thicker glove than the other gloves I was using. So I have to adjust the Velcro. I hope that person knows they have a box on top of the car. Oh, see how this has the pinky protection? And there's a story behind that. The gentleman that designed these gloves, I don't know if it was a family member or a close friend, broke the pinky And the gentleman that designed these at the company said he wants to protect people so that that doesn't happen to them. See how things improve like that? Things improve because we want to protect people and make it safer. Okay, how do I do this? I have Velcro here. This has to be bigger now, right? Okay. But how much bigger is the thing? Not sure how I'm going to size this to my hand exactly. Oops. Oh, I might just, that's the way to do it. Just put the glove on. I mean, just put this on. That's probably the best way to do it, right? That's too tight. Now I'm also using this differently, I think, right now. Because I used to have this connected to these middle two fingers right here. Or, well, yeah, these two fingers right here. Now I'm going to these two because I can't put it on this one because it stops right there. See that? Unless I just used it on the fingertip. I don't think that's a good idea, though. So, let me see. Oops. The Velcro keeps sticking to my glove. It's getting hot, that's for sure. I'm starting to feel hot. Okay, let me turn this around. And then let me see if I could put this a different way now. How could I do this? Because I used to put it on my finger. Maybe I still could put it on the finger. Let's see. Maybe it still can go on my finger. Wouldn't that be interesting? Because I kind of was thinking that I couldn't put it on that finger anymore. But maybe I can. Yeah, now it just goes on the same finger, see? I can't believe that works. I mean, I think it does. What I like about this is I like to put these two fingers out like that. Like if I'm changing lanes or something, I put my hand out. And when I had these two fingers together, I couldn't do that. I'd have to put these three fingers together. Now these two are connected and these two are connected. Interesting. Okay, I think we're ready. I have to say I'm not used to a glove that fits me properly. It's nice to have a glove that's not squeezing my hand too tight. I always wanted gloves to fit snugly on my hand, like I thought of it as being a proper fit, like tight. But I was realizing that I was cutting off the circulation in my fingers, and I realized that maybe I should start wearing gloves that fit me properly, right? A proper fitting glove. And I thought, let me trust the measurement system and start ordering things according to what is supposed to fit. Now this is a suspension. This has suspension on it. This is a shock that absorbs the impact if I fall. Okay? I'm calling it a shock, but that's kind of how it acts. It acts like a shock absorber. So it'd be really nice if I didn't have to charge, but I don't want to risk running low on battery, and I also don't want to have to ride 5 or 10 miles an hour all the way. All the way back, for example. With these gloves, I think I could take off that wrist part and use these on a motorcycle if I wanted to. Now, I like that these also have the part on the back of the wrist that prevents the wrist from bending backwards. Okay, this time I'm going to go the busy way. I'm going to go over here. Should we go drive by Pavilions, one of my favorite places to shop? And then there's El Pollo Loco behind us, which is one of my favorite places to eat in terms of fast food if I'm in a hurry. Okay, these gloves will take some getting used to. It's a different feel. But I'll tell you this, they feel like quality. It feels like quality right now. That's what I feel. Really high quality. Wow. Now I'm not sure what's going to happen as I wear these and as they break in, I guess, or as I become used to them. They feel like they fit perfectly right away. A couple of the fingers felt like they were a little bit long, but then I just pushed it in. I pushed that part in, and then it actually fit perfect, like it stayed. So it just had to go back against the finger here. See this? That was just not all the way. So somehow they made this glove. It feels like they measured it for my hands. This glove literally feels like it was made for my hand. El Pollo Loco is a great place to eat. I like it. I like the food there. There's AAA. I probably shouldn't say this on a video, but I'm thinking of canceling my membership there. I like AAA insurance. They have such good insurance. I recommend them #1 for insurance. I mean, I haven't been with all the insurance companies, but I just know that when I went with them, I was happy with my experiences. And they worked so hard to just get things resolved as quickly as possible. You know, when needed. It's like when you need them, they're there for you. Here's the thing though, I have the membership, like yearly, like the auto, what's it called? It's like when your car breaks down, you get like 4 calls a year. So I've always throughout my life gone back and forth with having service and then like not renewing it, and then having it, not renewing it, going back and forth. And again, I'm at the place where I'm just like, I don't really know if I want to pay. And I think it's up to I think it's close to $90 because I have the 100-mile tow. And the 100-mile tow, it's a tricky thing because it's like this. You can't just get that right away. Like, I think the 100-mile tow is when you first sign up for AAA. I think if you don't, I don't know if people know this, but if you don't use the service, and I'm not sure if it's the first year or the first couple years, I'm not sure how long you have to not use the service for, but it's at least a year, I think. Then you're given the opportunity to upgrade to the 100-mile tow, right? And what an interesting way to do it, right? Like it's almost like they're making sure you don't call them too much, and if you don't call them too much, then you qualify for this, if you're beyond the 12-mile tow, which I think is what it comes standard with the first year. So every time I've come back to AAA, I was careful to not call them for the first year, no matter what, even if I broke down, because I always wanted to be able to pay the extra, which I think is like almost twice as much. And I'm not sure if it always was that way. I'm not sure if it was always this much more for the 100-mile tow. But if you think about it, we're getting like, let's see, I think it's 12 miles with the first one. See, I forgot all this now. I think I'm talking myself into keeping AAA now for the roadside assistance, I think it's called, because I think you get 12 miles the first year, and it's like, I don't know if it's like $50 or $54. I don't know exactly how much it is. Or I could pay 80 something, sorry, $30 more approximately, and get a 100-mile tow if I needed it, right? So if that was needed, if it was, I always think, oh, that would pay for itself right away. But how many years have I had AAA? I better cross now before this bus goes. How many years have I had AAA? I've never used, I don't know if I ever used anything close to a 100-mile tow. I think I used a tow. Well, I used a tow once from Santa Monica to Pasadena. Santa Monica to Pasadena. I'm not sure how many miles that is. That's a pretty good trip. Or no, was it? No, I think it was, no, because I dropped it off at the mechanic shop. So it was Santa Monica. Actually, it wasn't Santa Monica. It was like Malibu. It was Malibu to, what was it to? Malibu to what? Malibu to... The sidewalk blocked up there. Let's see how the horn feels. I'll honk the horn right now. Yeah, it works good this way. It was from Malibu, to Sepulveda, or Van Nuys area. And I think I'm gonna have to go on the street. Oh no, I got this. Yeah, they left enough room. That was nice. They pulled up enough to let us go through there. Let people go through if they need to. And then make sure there's no cars. This is an intersection because cars can come through here. Okay, we're clear. Wow, I have to say the E-Rides gloves, highly recommend. It feels very supportive. And I can see how some people might say it feels restrictive, but that's because it's protecting the wrist from bending backwards. These don't let the wrist go backwards. Right? The pressure goes right here. So if you fall, it's like... Okay. So I think it prevents... I think it's called hyperextension. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm making that word up. If the wrist bends backwards, is that hyperextending it? I don't know. Does this car see me? I don't think they do. I'm not going to risk it. No, he didn't even look. He didn't look at all. Now, if I pulled in front of him, he would have just run me over. And I could have died, possibly. Right? He didn't look right. I could have honked my horn. Oops, look at this guy. So see, what they say is, assume that you cannot be seen, that you're not seen. Assume that you're not seen, right? That's what they say. Oh, a charging station. If we assume that we're not seen, then we can behave and take action in accordance with that we're not seen, which protects us. And I just did that right now. And when I pulled out crossing the street, I didn't just cross the street. I went slow to see if the car coming saw me, was going to slow down, or what he was going to do. And he went through. He didn't stop. And so I was prepared for that. And you might call it hoping for the best and preparing for the worst, right? So we can hope for what we need, but we can prepare and really take action for protecting ourselves from the worst case scenario, right? So in that one little intersection, I went through two experiences potentially. There were two potential experiences of an accident. But because I was going slow, and I was looking, and I was just being careful, yeah, I think it made me safer. Gave me a safer experience. Okay, let's see what's happening. Oh, I still got to charge the battery and go over to the cross streets of Balboa Boulevard and Victory Boulevard. Go ahead. Oh, he's doing a U-turn. Oh, couldn't tell. He's turning around over there. I think he was going to do a U-turn and chose to go down the street a little more. What's he doing?
Oh, you went down the street, huh?
This is the intersection right here, because cars can come through here. Okay, we're just being safe, right? Hopefully you can hear me talking. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Alright everyone, we'll see you in the next video. True Zero Emission signing off. Stop recording.